Chris.
Yeah,
Hello.
part two.
Yes, so
Yeah, this is
excited to be here.
yes. Now, Sandy, once again, I'm so happy to see you. Finally, in the
Thank you.
flesh, in the final. Sandy, I would like to ask, how was your preparation for the Miss Universe Indonesia 2025?
So I feel like I'm getting there. I feel ready. I've been training every day alone or with my coaches. I do catwalk training. I do public speaking with Miss Mitch. It's been great experience and also just learning on my own. So every day it's about learning and preparing for the final, which is very soon.
Wow, with the team that you mentioned, Michelle Joy Parehag is very actually a very good friend of mine, and also not only that with the team of Manohara team. So you have a good team. So I do believe you can get the crown. All right.
Amazing. Yes.
And
Best of luck.
yes, and also now, Zanny, if you could also share it to the Instagram thing with our live right now, because so our messaging me that there are we're talking about beauty pageants. It's not just also not just brain, but we talk about also the beauty. So, what is your own definition of beauty, and how do you embody that definition?
Okay. So when we talk about beauty, we often think about, about looks and like how you present yourself. But I do definitely believe that when we're talking about beauty, and comes from my personal experience, I think beauty is about being kind and then staying true, being unapologetically yourself, and also being resilient, being strong. And why do I emphasize a lot on kindness is because I told you again earlier that when I was in school, which was long time ago, 15 years ago, that I forgot most of my, classmates, but the one that I remember is the people that was kind, the one that like never bully, the one that helps you. And it's not about looks, right? It's not the pretty one that I remember. It's not the smartest one or the richest one, but it's the one that is kind. And also with staying true to yourself and being authentic, I think we all experience the same thing, like when we see other people that they're just themselves, like they're not hiding anything, and for some reason it feels good for us, and they're the one that being themselves, but the one that feels good are us. So I do definitely, how do I embody it? I definitely want to become that person, so I try to be as kind as possible, because we also know everyone really battling something that we don't know, right? We have a lot in our plate. I'm sure you have something that I don't know about, and like it's not costing me anything to be kind to you or to be kind to others. So I really believe about being kind. And then also I find beauty when I see people that is strong, there is resilience. And I think that's also why I joined pageantry, because I see those queens, they push themselves, and they don't give up, and they're really committed. And that's beauty in it. Like, of course they look amazing, of course they're beautiful, but I think what makes them like really really beautiful, it's that added value.
I totally agree with you that being beauty is not just outside, but
Yes.
being beautiful, it's also inside. Correct. Absolutely. Now, we're talking about, aside from beauty, also on beauty pageant, we have this being a positive person. So, how would you use your platform to make a positive impact?
So before joining the pageant, my main job is actually social media influencer. And this is also connected to why I chose financial literacy as my advocacy, because I've been basically sharing a lot about finance, investing, budgeting, managing wealth, growing wealth on my social media. And yeah, I did it since 2020. So it's been 5 years, and I've seen like a lot of changes with the people, and like I inspired other women, and actually it makes me feel good. And that's why how I, this is, I think, my way to make a positive impact is to spread the knowledge about financial literacy.
Wow. Now, with those of your experience before and now, what's one challenge you've overcome and what did you learn from it?
So obviously in life we overcome a lot of challenges, but I think the biggest one, and actually what I want to highlight on Miss Universe Indonesia stage, is how I grew up. So I grew up in poverty, and a lot of people, when they see me, they don't think, or they don't believe that it happened to me, right? But it did, and that teach me a lot. And especially, again, it's connected to why I chose financial literacy as my advocacy, as I believe that when you are financially comfortable, that's when you can finally achieve your dream and actually care about other things that matter more. Like when I was back then, when I was still struggling financially, every day you just kind of think about how to survive, right? You can't go after your dreams. You can't really care for other people. It's only when that basic needs are covered. It's only when you don't have to think about finance. So this is also what I want to highlight about my advocacy. It's not about being materialistic and like only care about money. It's actually the opposite. It's when you are when you are educated about money, you're financially freedom, so you don't have to think about that again. You can focus on your dreams, and that's one thing I overcame. Now I would say financially comfortable. I don't have to worry about money anymore, and I can pursue my dream. And one of them is definitely this, joining Miss Universe. Like I wouldn't even be able to do it if I'm still surviving, or even as simple as like talking to you. I would not be able to even speak English if I don't have the chance to learn, right? And yeah, so that's what I learned, and that's what I overcome.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing your story. Now, you mentioned about your dream, your especially now you are joining the Miss Universe Indonesia. Who is your biggest inspiration and why?
So my biggest inspiration is definitely Kartini. So if you don't know who Kartini is, it's actually Indonesian woman advocate. So she lived during the Dutch colonial era. So this is like a long time ago. And without her, we as a woman, we probably wouldn't be able to go to school. So she was the Indonesian advocate that advocating women's education and women's right. And yeah, we are here today as an Indonesian woman because of her. And it's actually way more special for me is because she was born on the same date as my mom. So it's very like both of like the most important person is actually born at the same day. That's why, like, for me, she is the inspiration.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so same birthday of your mother, so she's
Yes.
your inspiration. Now, aside of that person that you inspired the most, if you could have dinner with anyone, who would it be and why?
So to be honest, I would choose the same person. I would choose her, as
Why?
obviously what she's doing is basically similar to what I'm trying to do and what I've been doing. And if you really think about it, I mean, nowadays, even me talking to you, I can give my voice out there now, right? But imagine during her era, Dutch colonial era, like women has no, like had no voice, like do not get any education, like, and even during that hard times, she was able to do it. She was able to achieve those things. So I feel like she has a very strong voice and knowledge and wisdom that if I had a chance to like have a dinner with her, I do want to like just get every knowledge possible, because I think it's still very relevant today. And I feel like the skill and the wisdom and knowledge, if I can have it, it would be really amazing, especially on like, yeah, Miss Universe Indonesia stage, or hopefully the international one.
Wow, it seems that
Yeah.
she's an inspiration to you, and also you, the reason why she's one of your reasons why you also joined the Miss Universe Indonesia. And I did hearing it from you, it seems that I'm interested. Okay,
Yeah.
now to Winter as well. Now there's one comment here that would like to ask, if you don't mind, let's try to answer this one. What is your favorite color and why? That's from Chris. What is your favorite color and why?
My favorite colors is yellow. I mean, I'm also wearing yellow today. I feel
Oh,
like yellow is such a bright color. You know, when you see yellow, it reminds you of the sun. It reminds you of like a good weather. It brings joy. I feel like yellow, it's just a color of joy. I mean, also our name and our thing, like down here is also yellow, right? I feel like also yellow again looks good on like our Asian skin tone. I love wearing yellow. So yeah, yellow.
oh, oh. Now, also, there were some. Let me just read some comments over here. We have from Eric. He mentioned, "OMG, can't wait to see your journey, Sandy. Go Indonesia, go Philippines. Yes, we can't wait
Yes.
competition." And also, there are also Oh, so I just want to ask. So you went to Thailand because there are comments that you went to Thailand.
Yes,
Oh,
I went to train with Coach Do.
oh, I
Yes.
Oh, I see. Now let's go back. Let's talk about Indonesian. What's your vision for Indonesian women, and how do you plan to contribute it?
Sorry, it's breaking up a little bit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me just repeat.
Yeah.
What's your vision for Indonesian women, and how do you plan to contribute to it?
So my vision is again like it comes very personal to me, and it's more like it's my vision for myself, and I also obviously want to inspire other women. I want women to live without fear, any fear. For myself, and what I experienced was fear of money. And with my financial literacy, hopefully we can all achieve being financially comfortable, so we can get rid of the fear of money and also the fear of judgment. I think this is very, like, it happened a lot, especially as women. It's very easy to be judged and to actually feel judged. And like, I think joining pageantry, like, you can feel that very strongly, and still, like, just having this strong belief and trusting yourself, believing yourself, so you can still go and like push yourself despite any judgment and also limitation. I think our biggest judgment, I think, comes from ourselves. And so I feel like it's very important that it starts with ourselves, and yeah, believing ourselves, trusting our journey, and yeah, hopefully we can live without fear. And how do I plan to contribute it is one of the thing that I've been doing again on my social media. I shared a lot, not really about only about financial literacy. I do a lot about women empowerment as well. And hopefully, if I win the national stage, I can be the living proof. I would say that I face all this. I face the fear of money. I face the fear of judgment. And if I can do it, like, absolutely no one, everyone can do it.
I totally agree with you with that.
Yeah.
I like when you say financially freedom. I agree with that. It's so nice The feeling is so nice when you are financially freedom without this debt, without this worrying about financial that you have to pay. This one, it's good to hear it from you, and it's actually a unique advocacy fitted
Oh,
for you. I so when you mentioned financial freedom, I totally agree with that. How you manage your money and how you will be free without any worrying, without any being afraid, no, for a money. Absolutely,
yeah,
I
because I feel like a lot of people still think that like talking about money is taboo, and I think that's what led us to not being fully educated about money. But if we are educated about money, we actually think less about it, because a lot of the time, and like again, like I've been sharing it and like educating other women for the last 5 years, I've seen a lot of case that it's not about that these women do not have money. No, they have money. They're just bad at managing it. And managing it is actually not that hard. Again, like with everything, right? Learning languages, learning how to do the catwalk, learning everything. It's just about learning. Once you learn, you can do it. So a lot of the time, that's why I really want to advocate this, and like I'm really just passionate about it. Other than a social media influencer, I actually have 5 businesses, so I think I'm just like really passionate about like, yeah, this whole thing. And like I really see changes in myself, right? That's why I want to kind of change other people's life, because it changed mine, and it changed it in such a positive impact.
I totally agree with that. It's not I what I when we're talking about that, because some people also will say, I don't have money, I don't have money. It's not just you don't have money, it's how you manage your money,
Yes,
right?
yes, that's the important one. Yeah.
Correct. Now, let's try to entertain some questions from our viewers. We have from Noldi. Let me read this one for you. What is the important lesson you have learned in life? From Noldi.
The important lesson I learned in life, oof, there's a lot, and this is deep. I think it's really tied with what I experienced in the past. And so back then, a little bit of the story, when I was still obviously in poverty and like surviving, thinking about the life outside of it, it's really impossible. Like I don't see myself being out of it, because it was just really hard. But hey, like I'm here, and it's through hard work, and it's through like believing in myself. So I think the important lesson is to never believe that you can't do it. Like always think that everything is possible. I know it's hard, like when you are faced with something, everyone has different goals, right? My goal at the time is to get out of poverty, and it was hard when like you don't earn anything, and when you see your family also in poverty, you see your friends in poverty. Looking at someone that's not experiencing that, it's like it's really close to impossible, but it happened. And I think any dream, and your wildest dream, you can do it, because if you think that you can't, that's it. Like there's no more, like you're not even trying, right? You just stop there. Once you believe that you can't do it, that's it, it's game over. But when you believe that you can do it, even though the goal is still very far, if you just take one step each day, you'll get there. You will.
I totally agree with you with that. Just believe and trust yourself, and
Yes.
and you will reach your dreams. I agree. Now, let's talk about also your passion. You mentioned about you have your business, your passion, and also you're now in a pageantry life. So how do you balance your passion for pageantry with your personal life?
Okay. So I feel like I'm very fortunate, because the past 6 years I've run all my businesses, all the 5 businesses, and I can see some similarity between handling my business to handling the pageantry. So 2 things that I want to highlight is discipline and boundaries. So I learned it the hard way with my business is actually boundaries. I used to just work hard, like work, 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 no rest, because I believe that obviously to be successful, you need to put in the time. But then I burned out and I can't work and I get depressed, like the whole thing. And that's when I realized like boundaries is very important and rest is actually productive. So to find like a good balance between working really hard and pushing forward and practicing for pageantry, but also taking time to rest, to spend time with my family, with my friends, so then I can actually recharge and put more on the pageantry or the business. So that's the boundary side. But with discipline, I think, again, the same with like business, right? You need to show up, you need to be consistent, you need to be committed. You can't just give up easily. And that's basically what I apply the same with the pageantry.
As they say, health well. Yes, you rest. Even though you're so busy, you still have to rest. Take time to rest. Yes.
Yes.
Now, what's one thing you're most looking forward to about competing in Miss Universe
So
Indonesia?
Indonesia, yeah. I think one of the most exciting one is obviously I'm already doing it. I'm bringing my story out there because I think my story would definitely make not only make other people feel inspired, but actually getting them to take action. Because if like I don't know, but with me, when I see real living proof that someone achieve it and that person like kind of like talking to me, it feels like the dreams that once impossible, it's like really achievable. And that's kind of what I want to share and what I'm excited about. I hope I can share my like full story of what happened, and I actually already posted on my social media. So if anyone that's watching, you want to know more about my story, you can see the first pin post with the red dress, and it's the title is "Who Am I put some of like the story since I was a kid all the way to now. So yeah, that's definitely what I want and what I'm excited about.
Yes. So sharing your story to the universe is one of the things that you want to share to if you share also to your sister, right? When if you compete already for the Miss Universe Indonesia. Now, also, I would like to ask, what do you believe is the most empowering message that woman can take away from your journey as a beauty pageant title holder? And how do you plan to spread this message as a representative of Indonesia if you win on the Miss Universe stage?
Yes. It's definitely to let them know that your background doesn't limit your future. And again, can you hear me? Oh, it's breaking
Yeah,
up a bit. I'm back. I'm back. Okay, it's definitely that, your background doesn't limit your future and everything is achievable. I started from zero and I can't even speak English. And even with the pageantry, 2 months ago, I know nothing about catwalk and public speaking and everything. But now I'm here talking to you, Miss Fritz. So it's all like you just need to take action. You just need to believe in yourself. I know like sometimes we use this word and these words got thrown a lot, like believe in yourself, but it's true. It's really start with yourself. And I hope with me being here, it's a real life living proof that, oh, she believed in themselves. She believed in herself. So if I just do that, I can achieve whatever I'm dreaming about, and how do I plan to spread it again, to keep repeating and sharing my stories to everyone, and hopefully reaching more and more people, and again, like training more about my public speaking so I can actually deliver my story in a better way so it can touch more hearts, more people.
Now, Stanley, if you don't win Miss Universe Indonesia this year, what will you do for next? It's possible for the next another chance.
To be fair, I haven't think that far. Who knows? I might be joining another one, or who knows, maybe life happened different way and I would not be able to join. So it really, for now, I would just focus on what's in front of me. And if I don't win, it doesn't mean I will stop sharing my stories. It will still continue because, again, I've been doing this even before the Miss Universe, so do not worry. Like, the stories will keep continue as I use my social media for that. And yeah, probably back to my life and my businesses if I don't win. But yeah, I'll keep sharing the stories.
Wow. What the good thing about there is you will still continue the advocacy that you are what you're doing right.
Yes.
And yes, to the viewers, it the universe you will right as for the you want to still to grab the mystery because I can feel you can win this time because this
Best of luck. Yeah.
yes because I'm fasting for that now.
Thank you.
Yes, we have another question here from here. Oh, thank you so much, Muhammad Yunus Sarigar. I hope I pronounced your name. Thank you so much for that question. There's another question here from Nia. How you handle the comments when some people mean comments? So it means how do you handle criticism, comment criticism, on social media?
Okay. Again, I'm just a normal human being. Sometimes when I'm in a good mood, when I'm well rested, it doesn't really get me the hard way. But obviously when I'm tired, when I'm not motivated, when I feel down and I read the comments, obviously it will hurt. But obviously every time I try to just pause, just breathe and take time and really see it for, like, is it a good criticism? Because I do take obviously the pageant lovers advice to, to go train with those. So it's basically from pageant lovers, so they kept commenting and I was like, oh, okay, they all want me to train with him, and I went. And also, like, a lot of the time, especially if it's from fans, it's not from haters, they all want the best for me deep down, right? So obviously there's a lot of opinion, and some of it I can listen to it, some of them I can't. But yeah, I think again it's learning sometimes, and it's really based on my mood. So I hope people, be less mean. But yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I agree with that. With that, even though we call that one here in the Philippines, there are bashers. We I agree. You actually with those bashers, you learn something from them. I agree.
Yes.
It's a challenge as well to be
Yeah.
a better person. No,
Yes.
I agree with you.
Like I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't say no, it doesn't affect me. No, it affected me, of course, but it's really, yeah, again, based on my moods. And like what's good is obviously I have my fans, and I also have my family and my support system to kind of help me get through that. Because sometimes it gets to me when they say something mean. I was like, is that true? But then obviously with my fans and my support system, they say, hey, it wasn't true. And even if it's true, then it means like it's a room to grow.
Absolutely. Areas
Yeah.
of improvement, rather. Okay. Oh, this is I'm kind of interested with this question from Liul Liam. Stanley, have you ever taken a public transportation in Indonesia, like angkot? Am I correct?
Of course. I've taken every public transport. As I shared earlier, I really come from zero, like zero. My dad and my mom has nothing. Like we live with my auntie, and like yeah, it was literally from zero. So I've take angkot, I've take bajai, I've take back then. If you know bajai, it's like a three-wheel small car. It's very cute.
Okay.
Back then
Okay.
it's orange.
Filipino.
Nowadays I think it's blue. Yes,
Oh, oh. Here in the Philippines, we call that one tricycle.
tricycle. Yeah. So yeah,
Uh,
every public transport. Yes.
yes. Um, what is if you don't mind if I'm what's angkot? Is it also a three
So
wheel?
output is it looks like a fan. It looks like a fan, and like you can just stay by the road and you can just call them and then they stop. But they have routes, right? So like it's similar like a bus, but like a mini version of bus. And with bus they stop at the bus station, but with Angkot they can stop anywhere, which is really bad, and it's causing like traffic and all that stuff. But it's cheap. It's cheap and like it's easy. That's why like a lot of people are taking it.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
It's similar here in the Philippines. Here in the Philippines, we have that one, just a minibus, but we call
Yeah.
it the modern jeepney here in the.
Modern chimney.
Yes. Oh, I learned a lot from today. Okay. Now, we have also another question from Nylia. How do you plan to represent Indonesian women if you compete in Miss Universe?
Okay, so I think this is what I believe very special for us as Indonesian, that we really like a tight knit community. We help each other a lot as a community, and if I mean everyone that visit Indonesia that are not Indonesia, they always say that oh, Indonesian people are very nice. So definitely, I think what I really want to highlight about Indonesia. We're full of culture, we help each other, and we are nice. We're very welcoming.
Oh, yes. When I went to Indonesian people were so nice to me. They even offer me with lots of food and smile. Oh God, I miss Indonesia already. All right, now there's a question from Rian Saputra. Okay, I think you're ready for this question. Sandy, good in life. What do you think is more important, following your heart or following your mind?
Wow, that's such a good question.
Yeah.
Whew, whew, that is deep. Okay, I definitely would choose following my heart. I think this also coming from experience a lot of the time, and like throughout my life, I do focus on what's here. And although it works in certain way, but what really fulfill you is when you follow your heart. And yeah, like obviously with businesses, with like surviving from poverty, you need to plan, you need to be in your mind a lot, you need to take action. But only when I got out of it, become more financially comfortable and like following my dreams, every time I follow my heart, it really gives me like just sense of fulfillment. It feels great.
Yes, even I should always follow my heart.
Yeah. So yeah, both are not wrong. Following your mind is not a bad thing. Following
Mhm.
your heart is not a bad thing. Yeah.
Both okay, absolutely. Now, oh, the questions are coming to the final night of Miss Universe Indonesia, like evening gown. Can you spill a little bit and other? That's from
Okay.
Daniel Rakinta.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're very fortunate. So this year, all the clothing, all the dresses, evening gown, even photo shoots, and like the top 16 back then, everything is sponsored by the Miss Universe Indonesia organization. So we can just focus on our catwalk, public speaking, and like everything. So everything is already prepared by them. So we had the fitting done, and yeah, so it's we're very fortunate. We're very fortunate this year that we don't have to think about those area.
Wow, that's nice. So all you have to do is just to prepare yourself, your pres-
Yeah.
your public speaking, and
Yeah.
everything is with the Miss
Yeah.
Universe
Yeah.
organization.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
that's why I think I'm very like we're very lucky that we joined this year because if not all the preparation, it's gonna be a lot. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. So nice to hear from the organization.
Yeah.
All right. We have from Naila Althea Noor, competing with many different good girls. How do you handle the pressure and make you think that you are still the best one?
Okay, good question. Thank you so much. Obviously, there is me when I'm fully rested, and there is me when I'm tired, right? When I'm fully rested, and this is what I always try to do, is just to focus on myself and just show up as my best self. So, not really trying to kind of compete, even though we're competing. I think how I see joining Miss Universe and doing my best is to just, yeah, to just focus on myself, doing the best that I can. And with them, luckily, all the contestants are very nice. They're amazing, and they have their own, obviously, like unique talents and everything. So yeah, um,
And you are aiming for brown. I see that. And now, let's talk. You talk about the girls. We talk about girls. A question here. And interested with this question. Few things first. Michelle Joy Padayhag, thank you so much for connecting with us. Mano,
yes, thank you, Miss Mitch and Manohara team. I wouldn't be here without you guys.
exactly. Miss Michelle, Tarima Kasi. Thank you so much. And I would like to personally thank also my sponsor, Skin 911 Medical, for always making me beautiful and for my glowing skin. Because time beauty starts here at Skin 911 Medical. So, Sanli, before we end this live, I have one last question for you. Why you should win Miss Universe Indonesia 2025?
Okay, because I do want to be the living proof to everyone. Because again, I shared a lot about where I'm coming from, the humble beginnings, the poverty, the surviving, and like how hard life is. And I feel like once I stand on the stage as Miss Universe Indonesia, people can finally see, like, oh my God, even when you come from the bottom, you can be up there, you can achieve that wildest dream. Because like I feel like this is my wildest dream, like my younger self wouldn't have believed or like even think this far. But hopefully it happens, and when it happens, I want other people to look and like believing in themselves and like really taking action. Because if I can do it, like absolutely nothing stopping everyone to do everything that they dream.
And I think I'm talking to the Miss Universe Indonesia 2025. Man, you for that. Wow. I'm so amazed. And like what please invite our viewers where we can follow you, your social media platform, in order for us to know where we can support you, especially for the upcoming Miss Universe Indonesia 2025. Go ahead.
Okay. So the voting is actually open for the top 16. So if everyone can vote by downloading Zetrix MU voting, it's completely free. All you have to do is just watch some ads, and then you can vote up to 3 times. And yeah, hopefully that would really help me to get the crown. And if you want to find me on Instagram, I'm mostly active on Instagram. It's at Sanli Liu. So it's SANLYLIUU. And I'll see you there.
Yes, I actually followed you already. Now, Sanli, there's one last question. Ladies and gentlemen, our This Universe Indonesia 2025 finalists, we have Sanli. Thank you very much
Thank you so much, Miss Fritz, for having me. It's been pleasure, and I'm very honored. I'm very happy, and I really appreciate this. I hope I can see you in real life one day. Yes, keep in contact.
Soon, who knows? Michelle and I will be going back in Indonesia soon. And
Yes, yes,
back, I will cross my fingers,
yes.
trusting you will be wearing the crown already for Miss Universe Indonesia.
I hope so. Yes.
I'll be manifesting that on a face to face. We will be having another interview at the Miss Universe Indonesia.
Yes. Fingers
For
crossed.
that,
Thank you.
yes, channel at Laagan Supo and click the bell button for notification. Like our official Facebook page at Laagan Subo. You may also follow me on my TikTok account, Instagram, and Facebook at Fitzgerald Alcaraz. And also, for those who just watch it, if you were not able to watch it right now, and afterward, this video will be automatically saved on YouTube Fritz Alcaraz. Together with me is Miss Universe Indonesia finalist Stanley saying, have a wonderful day and terima kasih.
Thank you.
Bye.
Maraming salamat.